I saw that, Sparks. Saw that. Now Sparks is back on top. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of History of Gaming. Of course, we're working on the Mass Effect series, and we are starting up Mass Effect 2 today to be able to give you an idea of what we are accomplishing with this series. Here are the 4 games for the Mass Effect series that will be touched on and reviewed and discussed and gone over its development. We've already beaten Mass Effect 1, and that was a 2007 title. Very good year for video games, and now we are getting into Mass Effect 2. Now, of course, we are doing this entire series on the PC with rolling save files, with the except of Andromeda, since it's a standalone and I have it on the consoles and the save file doesn't carry over. Well, that'll be its own thing. But for Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, we will be using a rolled over save, and that's what we'll be starting today for Mass Effect 2. So let's go ahead and get into the conversation of Mass Effect 2, because this is the start of a different kind of playstyle. Something I'll say multiple times as we're going through this series is that the trilogy is interesting because it's not the same game 3 times when most trilogies are that. Take a look at Gears of War, for example. It's pretty much the same game 3 times, with some new little nuts and bolts bolted onto the side. But Mass Effect is the RPG of the series. Mass Effect 2 is the shooter of the series, and Mass Effect 3 is the best of both of those. You guys will get to see what I mean by that starting today when we get into Mass Effect 2. So let's go ahead and start discussing that. Starting development shortly before the release of Mass Effect 1 and releasing 3 years after Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 comes to us from BioWare. Casey Hudson oversees the development of this title, as he did with the first, and where he and his team take many criticisms for Mass Effect 1, they make a lot of improvements to Mass Effect 2 when they create this sequel. Something that will be worth noting is that EA actually bought up BioWare, and I believe it was Pandemic Studios at the time, right before the publication of the publishing of Mass Effect 1. So this here is the real full-blown first look at development post EA. So we'll take control of our same character that we made in Mass Effect 1, and we see the return of many of our favorite characters. But on top of that, we get many more very incredible and distinct, interesting characters as well. Additionally, our voice actors of our beloved characters return, in addition to a whole new cast of VAs. Alongside Mark Meer and Jennifer Hale as the Shepherds, Seth Green as Joker, and Keith David as Admiral Anderson, we now get to add in the legendary Martin Sheen and Matrix's Carrie Ann Moss to the roster, as well as many other new actors. This goes on to my point that video games are changing. They are not what they were back in the 80s. We're getting closer and closer to Hollywood levels of production, and we're seeing this with notable actors and actresses becoming part of the roster. This is really shown in Mass Effect 2. And if you thought you had great character development and storytelling in Mass Effect 1, buckle up, because this game, especially with the characters, turns everything up to 11. Mass Effect 2 has been dubbed the Empire Strikes Back of the series, and I can't say that I really disagree with it, as this is a gritty, dark turn for the series that really kicks things into overdrive. Now, we've started off a lot talking about a lot of good stuff about this game, but not everyone was 100% in love with Mass Effect 2 when it launched. The biggest complaint out there was that it felt more shooter-ish than RPG-ish. And looking back, the RPG elements are very much present and accessible in the game. They're just not as deep and complex as they are in Mass Effect 1, but they are very polished. And what I want to point out is that this allows for a much more exciting and action-based gameplay experience. And for example, what I'm getting at here is in Mass Effect 1, there'd be times when the fire team would be in a high combat situation and they're running from cover to cover or across a battlefield, and it would feel clunky at times. Not as quite as epic as you were hoping that it would be. And because of that, you realize in that moment that you're not in a epic sci-fi movie. You're in fact playing a role-playing game, and you kind of lose your immersion in these moments. The reductions of these RPG elements allowed for more polished animations and highly appealing visuals during combat, and this matters. Because while it doesn't help the story being told off the battlefield, it really helps tell a better story on the battlefield. You get to feel like the shepherd who is the badass of war that everyone keeps saying that you are when you're talking to people on the Citadel. Not just some clunky soldier who spams bullets, waits for his shields to refill, and then hobbles to the next piece of cover on the battlefield, rinse and repeat. With that being said, though, we do lose a large portion of strategic gameplay to be able to attain these more shootery aspects. But as you'll see, this doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad game, it's just different. And as we continue through the series, as I mentioned before, you'll see that ME1 was the RPG, ME2 was the shooter, and ME3 is the best of both worlds. And now I just touched a little bit on the main focus of development of this game, which was improved presentation. Not only does combat look more interesting, but so do all the worlds. Mass Effect came under a lot of heat for the copy and paste environments and repetitive appearances. This was a huge thing that really bothered Casey and the development team. So we're going to see an incredible 180 on this particular design philosophy. The worlds will be gorgeous in Mass Effect 2. And in particular, the ship design was by far more immersive. Something else that was also a little bit repetitive in Mass Effect 1 was actually the sound engineering, from sound effects to soundtrack. That gets a massive overhaul in ME2 as well, so keep your ear bent for the music, the sound effects, and the ambient soundscapes. I do want to take a quick moment to step away from the unbiased, objective reviews that I typically do and just kind of gush about the ship in Mass Effect 2 for a little bit. There's a lot of love for Normandy in Mass Effect 1. People spent a lot of time on that ship and fell in love with it. But the changes made in Mass Effect 2 for your ship really spoke to me on a role-playing level. I really felt like the commander of a ship, and it was this game that I really felt like I was on Star Trek or something like that. And it was just cool to walk around the ship and kind of just check things out, and I loved it, and it was just awesome. While the presentation of Mass Effect 2 was a massive change from Mass Effect 1, the gameplay overall changed as well. Like said previously, this game has a higher shooting focus, and with changes seen like having actual ammo, hitboxes that allow for varying damage effects, and massively improved powers and skills that really change the pace of battle, we also see that all that feedback about the Mako makes an aggressive impact to Mass Effect 2. The Mako was a squirrely vehicle that was really hard to control, and you would assume that BioWare would revisit the Mako and make changes to the physics and make it control a little bit better. Well, they chose to forego that option, most likely due to development time restraints, and opt to just get rid of the Mako altogether, and the planet exploration that goes with it, and just switch over to planet scanning. You guys will see what we're talking about when we get into the game. Bit of an odd choice, very much felt like they ran out of time. Mass Effect 2 is one of the first games to start the world of DLC that we live in today. I've said it before on the channel many times that game development has changed over the years, and deadlines have to be met and certain dollar amounts have to be made for these games, and that's the reason why DLC exists. It's a necessary evil, but it needs to be balanced properly. If a development and publishing company abuse DLC, they're going to put themselves in a bad position. And game prices haven't changed, so that's why this stuff does exist. But I think the fact that DLC was adopted at all by the gaming community harkens back to the success of not only Mass Effect 2, but in particular, Fallout 3. So what I'm talking about is when you look at these DLCs that we'll see in Mass Effect 2, and if you were to take a look at the DLC for Fallout 3, they're what I refer to as small expansion style DLC. If it hadn't been for this style of DLC that we got with Mass Effect 2, I think the whole approach would have fell on its face. I don't think DLC would have ever been a successful platform, and then we would have never seen microtransactions. And the state of the industry wouldn't be the way it is right now. Whether you consider that to be good or bad, who knows? But that is, I believe, in my opinion, the state that it's in because of games like. We'll get to experience all of this DLC and the design, the approach that they took with it, as we'll be playing everything available for this title as far as DLC is concerned. And to let you know exactly how much content there is 6 significantly story-based DLCs for Mass Effect 2, not counting all the costume packs, guns, and multiplayer add-ons. So to wrap up, Mass Effect 2 is originally launched on the Xbox 360 and Windows on January 26th of 2010, and then released on PlayStation 3 nearly a year later on January 18th, 2011. It has a 96% Metacritic score, and it shares a 2010 release date with the following titles. And these are fantastic titles too: Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, BioShock 2, Halo Reach, Fallout New Vegas, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Alan Wake, Red Dead Redemption, StarCraft 2, and God of War 3. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into Mass Effect 2. And there we go. Gotta wait on it. Sorry about that. Froze up on me a little bit. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fade out this menu. Well, it's actually not the menu music, it's actually the Galaxy map thing, which I really, really like that song. It's such a beautiful, chill song. And we'll boot up Mass Effect 2. Now, we have double-checked the technology involved, because you have to do this weird importing of game save files on the PC version of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. We've already double-checked to make sure that's all ready and available, but we haven't actually loaded the save file yet, so we'll be doing all of that live here in just a moment. Yeah, we'll be taking a look at that too, Herobrine. Alright. Let's get into Mass Effect 2. Ooh, it already... I don't like that. I hope that doesn't become a problem. Okay, so it's connecting to Cerberus Network. So to give you guys a little bit more history as we're waiting for it to connect, Cerberus Network was a DRM attempt. Right around Mass Effect 2, used game stores like GameStop were causing a distinct but not massive impact to the game selling market. And I actually was managing a game store at the time that Mass Effect 2 came out, and the reason why this was a problem is because people would go into other stores, steal large numbers of a brand new game that came out like on launch day, and they would come in and sell it for cash to fuel whatever needs they had. But because of this, our store would take a brand new game on launch day in for trade and then just knock $5 off of it, but it would be brand new. And if you're somebody who's walking into a store day one to buy the game, you will always take that $5 cheaper game that is brand new over the one that's not. Some people might take a sealed copy, but not always. It had a pretty big impact. So what they did is they came up with this thing called the Cerberus Network, and basically it was a DLC code that you had to have if you bought it new. So if you bought the game new, you had this little itty-bitty DLC code, you popped it into your Xbox 360 or on Origin or what have you, and it would give you access to their DLC network and allow you to basically get all of your game. It was a really weird approach because they were assuming that used copies wouldn't have that code in it. It was weird. It was weird. Take a look. We don't need to do anything here. This is all looking good. I have a borderless window, so we're good. We're solid. So if we do new game, you can do male, female, and you can do import ME1 character. So click on that. Here is Zigguroy Shepard from Mass Effect 1. He hit level 45 before the end of that. Click on that and hit import character. And we're off to the races, guys. Alright. Combat difficulty. Now this is where we started to see combat difficulties. Casual, normal, veteran, hardcore, and insanity. We're actually gonna just throw it on normal. Auto level up, we're gonna leave that off. Subtitles, yes. Squad power usage, yes. Auto saves, hell yes. So we don't have to F6 every 2 seconds. 5 levels from max, yeah, I know, right? All right, so service history. So this is where we get to go through and kind of double check our character and see what changed. So we got our name, we got our rank, military specialization used to be soldier. We might change to Vanguard. I want to look at it. I haven't made up my mind yet. Psychological profile, Paragon. Commander Shepard followed the Paragon path. That was your guys' vote. Urdnot Rex survived the mission on Virmire. So here, basically, it's showing you all the choices that really will make a big impact in Mass Effect 2. There's some decisions that you do make in Mass Effect 1 that make an impact in 2 and in 3 that aren't necessarily showed here, but the big ones will be present here. So Urdnot Rex, we did make sure that he survived on Virmire. Missing in actions, Ashley Williams was killed on Virmire. We're so heartbroken. And the Council was saved by Commander Shepard during the attack on the Citadel because you guys all wanted Zigguroy to be a savior, and it really... They should have died, man. They didn't do nothing for us. But no. Our Paragon would have done that. Do I not get to change my class? I guess you don't, chat. I thought you had an opportunity to change the way you look. Oh, you might... No, I remember now. I'm gonna shut up. Watch. Bluff, welcome. You're just in time. We just started.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
One month after the devastating attack on the Geth Citadel, galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earn humanity's membership to the prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to the evidence of the Reaper's enormous machines that eradicated. Oh, see? Not enough time, game! Basically, Mass Effect 1. Go back and watch that episode on YouTube if you guys missed it.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
There goes Liara! Get him! Go save him, girl!
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Not allowed to look at my face yet, baby. We haven't decided that yet. They'll be here. They damn well better. We're gonna say that they'll be here.
Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
No time to argue.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard,
Liara, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Oh, wrecked. No, the Normandy. All right. There we have. Oh, I don't like that. Hold on a second. Heard something. 1 second here. Hit the pause button for just a second. I do have to update something I forgot about it this morning. To answer your question, Koala, the winner for the giveaway was Reichland. And I have to update the command right now to say to be determined, and I'm going to take it out of the schedule so get a chance to take a look and set up a new giveaway. Have anything ready at the moment? All right, we're good. All right. So of course we have to play
Mayday! This is SSV Normandy!
with keyboard and mouse, which are it's the way that BioWare makes their PC games. They don't like doing controller support because they like to really they actually do a good PC port. Like, it works better with keyboard and mouse. So, as of course, this has the exact same layout as the Normandy from Mass Effect 1.
Heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Oh, no! No! He used to set up missions from right here. He used to walk up right there and be like, bleep, bloop, go on a mission. This is really cool. So already, Mass Effect 2 is telling a much more aggressive, epic story than what Mass Effect 1 was telling. We're really getting into that whole space opera thing, right? We gotta get to the Joker. Gotta get to Joker. Not the Joker. That's Batman's job.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Alright, don't throw your life away, bud.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm!
There's your intro for Mass Effect 2. If you remember the last episode, told you guys. What? Why is Genesis loading?
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Kaidan Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol.
Alright,
Chief Ashley
this is,
Williams.
so if you guys don't know, so
Soldier
Genesis
patrol.
was,
Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way.
alright, I don't like this. I don't like it, so I'll time out. So, here's the problem. So, originally Mass Effect 1 launched exclusively for the Xbox 360. We discussed that in the first history of gaming for Mass Effect 1. It eventually came out for PlayStation 3 later, or excuse me, actually, it never came out for PlayStation 3, but Mass Effect 2 did come out for PlayStation 3, but there wasn't a Mass Effect 1. The Genesis was the answer to that. It's an interactive comic that basically tells the story of Mass Effect 1 and allows you to make decisions, choose your own adventure book style, to be able to simulate your Mass Effect 1 game save for Mass Effect 2. The problem is the PC version, if you buy all the DLC packs, which is what I did, it automatically installs this. I didn't really consider Genesis as part of the DLC. I for whatever reason, thought of it as a different piece of software, because that's kind of how it worked on PlayStation 3, but it seems like they shoehorned this into the PC version of it. I don't know how this works on PC. We might be able just to let it play through, and then I can just tell it retain my decisions from Mass Effect 1 game save, because it definitely read that information. I don't want to have to go through and re-choose it. We could take a moment to actually force quit out and uninstall, and then we'll probably have to restart the game, but I kind of want to let it do what it's going to do.
I wasn't alone in my search.
And see what...
Varys, another Turian, wanted to help.
I can't skip anything, which is what is terrible.
Procured some information on Saren. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible. Saren was trying.
Oh, you can space through it. Okay. You guys aren't missing anything. We did all this in our Mass Effect 1 playthrough.
Great leaders in their own right.
Alright. We chose Anderson.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Okay, so there you go. That was a neat answer to fixing the PlayStation 3 problem. But like I told you guys at the end of the last episode, Shepard's dead. We died. We burned up on re-entry on that planet. What are we gonna do?
Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Look at that. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Remember this? That's our guy. What do you guys think? You think he looks good? Do you guys want to change him? Those of you that were here for the Mass Effect 1 playthroughs, do you think that our Shepard looked goofy at any point? Or should we Zigguroid Shepard 2.0 it a little bit? Because you could always go safe and just customize this guy and just take the face and just like change the hair and beard and go really safe. Because this face always does well in cinematics. But I don't think this Shepard was... I don't know. There were some times where he looked pretty goofy. What do you ME1ers think? Music sounds like it's going through a filter. Hold on real quick. Wow, thank God. That replay is a lot quicker. Sounds fine on my preview. Go with OG Shepard? Like, you're talking this Shepard, right? You're not telling me to go with this guy. Only people at BioWare play this guy. Alright, I think this one looks good. We'll go with this Shepard. He looks fine. Alright, so now we get our chance to switch. So we were Soldier before. And Soldier is... you could end up like me. Yeah, so Toxic Lily, when she played this game, her girl's lips would inflate really, 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 really big, and her eyelids would delete. So she would just have these massive bulging eyeballs in this duck face. And she would just be like, "What are you doing, Joker?" And it was just absolute nightmare fuel. It was the worst thing in the world. So here's the cool thing about Soldier in this one. Is you have every answer to every problem with Soldier. They do pretty good with weapons, but you have all these different kind of weapon, bullet kind of types. And because of that, there's not a combat situation you can't overcome as a Soldier. But if you take one of these other classes, you always need to make sure you got a good party member to come with you to help you out with certain situations. But it's not like a massive detriment. Now, we did talk about maybe switching to Vanguard once we reach this point, because Vanguard was really boring in Mass Effect 1, so we went with Soldier. But Vanguard's actually kind of fun in this one, so kind of debating it. Here's my problem, though, is that I really like the assault rifle, like, a lot. And your weapon training as a Vanguard is shotgun, heavy pistol, and submachine gun, so unless I bring a sniper with me all the time, I have to do my long-range fighting with a pistol. Part of me is thinking, because of the history of gaming series, you know, he should stay Paragon, he should stay looking the same, and he should stay the same class all the way through. I'm kind of coming from that point of view. I don't know what I want to do. Vanguards are outfitted with the L5N implants, enabling them to perform a biotic charge that strikes the opponents with incredible force. Kind of cool. While bringing the Vanguard in close for short-range combat, which is good for you switching over the shotguns. So that's biotic charge, pull shockwave, heavy pistol, submachine gun, incendiary, and cryo ammo. You vote for stick as it is? We could do that. As you can see here, they get assault rifle, shotgun, sniper, heavy pistol training, adrenaline rush, concussive shot, incendiary, cryo, disruptor ammo. Like, it all goes the same. All right, we'll stick with what we are. If you guys haven't played, I strongly encourage you to play and pick different things. Infiltrator, Vanguard, Sentinel, Adept, and Engineer are tons of fun playthroughs. Don't rob yourself of those experiences. Now, what I think we can do is when we get to Mass Effect 3, we can do some of the co-op. I'm going to plan a co-op stream for Mass Effect 3 eventually. And in that multiplayer mode of Mass Effect 3, I can actually show you a lot of the abilities that we're missing out by not playing other classes from soldiers. Hold on a second. Alright. Once you confirm your character is complete, you'll be unable to change any settings. Let's rock and roll!
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings.
I hear Stephen J. Bloom.
God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Tell me about Toonami, Doc.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Okay. It's butt-kicking time. 16 points Renegade, 190 Paragon.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Whoa!
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind and cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Man, they have changed the controls. I'm used to like hitting E and stuff like that. Now it's like space. Press
Someone's
F.
hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Alright, so now we have ammo clips.
Okay, to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving, we need to get to the shuttles.
Alright, so we gotta keep getting thermal clips to be able to keep shooting the bullets. There is a, and we'll talk about it later. It's spacebar, not. Can I change that? Can I change that? Use, cover, and sprint is all spacebar. I'm used to it being E. Is anything else E? What's E? E is order. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have to let them teach me how they want me to play it. Let's take a look at sound real quick. You guys good with things? Is the game a little quiet? Does dialogue need to be turned up? Are you hearing the voices? Because we had to turn up the voices in Mass Effect 1. I think it's a little low, so I'm gonna jump it up to 70. You guys let me know if it needs to be louder. Alright, the rest of this, I think we're good.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out how they want me to play this. I am the best robot fighter in all of the galaxy! Hold left shift to use power amp. So you can use disruptor. Adrenaline. Okay, wait, so I only have disruptor right. Gonna equip our.
Nice work, Shepard.
Let me see, can I, What are these skills? Unity, Adrenaline Rush. I want all my ammos to be the first skills, which there'll be 3 of. We used to have Unity on number 4. I'll put Adrenaline Rush on number 5. We'll keep Unity on 4. I'll have that there. And if you look at the side of the gun, you can actually see a little icon with the disruptor ammo, so you know what kind of ammo you have equipped at the time.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mix distracted for long. More reinforcements heading your way. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to...
Remouse over the weapons bar and then aid launch. Okay, there we go.
Take them out.
They've seen us.
Boom!
Take the elevator down 1 floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing great, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you.
Okay.
Free me. I've got them closing in on my position.
4K. Access them data logs.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
They made me into a goddamn cyborg.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
I know, Wolverine. Alright, highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. When you found 2 matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. Start the triple bypass. Woo! So many credits. Gonna buy a cheeseburger with my space credits. So I'll have to look at it later, but I was telling you guys, there's a really lame storyline reason why you have ammo in this game. I'll have to pull it up for you. Oh my god! Well, that was highly uncalled for, sir.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Good talk.
Get over here. Shut what now? Stop!
Taking fire.
Rerouting power. Backup systems engaged.
Get over here! What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
The good stuff! And then he shows off. Okay, move your mouse over the pole icon.
Falling back.
Got him!
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Dope! Alright. Let's rock and roll. Alright, now let's take a look at our squad. Okay, so this is what we were talking about earlier, where the RPG elements of this game got heavily reduced. Not a lot of skills. As you play the game, more skills open up, but this is really what we got to start with. So we're gonna do... and we're gonna save it. Okay, we'll do that later.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
He's looking for appreciation. That's not good, bro.
Activating.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Ah!
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Should I recognize that name?
Maybe that's a side effect of your recovery. You and Cerberus certainly have a history. According to the Alliance, we're a radical pro-human splinter group. You wiped out several of our research bases. But things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Tell it to the boss. Oh shit, move the cursor to select the target code. Okay. Yeah, I'm remembering how this goes now. Sweet.
We've been spotted.
Backup systems engaged.
Gotta hurt.
Have engaged. System sabotage detected. Forces have engaged.
No! It's like Mass Effect 1, I don't know when to quit. Okay. Alright, let's just go. Alright, this is how we came up, so we need to go this way.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
She's never wrong, Jacob. She's never, ever wrong.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the Elusive Man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Where are we going?
Thought I clicked on destination.
Another Cerberus facility. The Elusive Man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the Elusive Man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the Elusive Man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The Elusive Man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
Choice.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
Hard choice.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Huh. Sorry about that, guys. Looking at something. Alrighty. So, here's where some really cool stuff kicks in, alright? So, we used to switch out our gear in Mass Effect 1. Now, it's been simplified aggressively to just this. Alright, so you get to change, there's some DLC armor in here, but you can change your helmet type, you get some big old goofy goggles, you get some visors, we'll get the helmet, and it's over 9,000. There's different breastplates. You unlock different pieces as you game. You can give yourself like a heavy look. You can change the material. You can change the color schemes, pattern, colors, all kinds of cool stuff. But there's DLC stuff, and some of these have special abilities to it. Like this increase heavy weapon ammo capacity by 10%, shields and health by 10%. So this is the Cerberus Assault Armor. This is like their assault gear. Elector Chitin Armor. Blood Dragon Armor. Which is the armor from Dragon Age. I thought this was really, really cool. Love this one. Increase power damage and shield strength by 10%. Terminus Armor. Storm Speed Shield. Increase all weapon reserve ammo. And the Inferno Armor. Negotiation bonus, tech biotic, storm speed. So we'll use the Blood Dragon for a little bit. This is our casual outfit when you just walk around the ship. I like this one. It looks very formal.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
I would, though. I would totally do. And does this take my helmet off when I'm in a conversation? I hope it does.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You don't know me.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix something at the same time we're doing this. Did abductions, we did Cerberus. Did it move on me? Okay. Dude, why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. Their rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Okay, so that's all of that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's Martin Sheen as the Elusive Man. We got 3 skill points. I don't want to... Oh my god, Magni. I don't want to unlock my ammos as fast as possible. So we'll purchase rank 2. If I decided on your first visit, what do you mean? $25. Let me think. 25. 25. No, not how that works. So it's 20%. Be up through there. Oh my goodness. The puppy's definitely needing a break. Where will we be going first? I don't remember the missions. Alright, we are going to take our first break, though. Definitely going to take our first break. I hope that you guys don't go anywhere. I'm going to leave you guys with some Mass Effect 2 soundtrack. I'm going to take the puppy out. He's absolutely throwing a fit. He is not pleased with the current state of things. He's real mad at me. So we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. That was a bit long. It was about a 20-minute break. Had to take care of puppy-related things. But we can get back into Mass Effect 2. Pepperoni pizza. Okay, so we'll talk to Miranda again.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
That Bodhi's gonna be motivating. Woo! Oh yeah, I forgot to unpause my alert, so I think we had this one stored for a while. Anyways, will you be getting the gang back together, go to the Citadel and reveal your death over-exaggeration? I have to see a list to see what Zeroy Shepard would do for.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Yeah, I do.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
For burger birds! Alright. Love it. Loves it. No, just wait for it to respond. What the hell?
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second-guess you, Commander. If the Elusive Man says you're in charge...
Oh, I don't know why that happened.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Fully equipped. F6 isn't the quick save button on this one. Let me see. Key bindings. Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Quick saving. F5. Okay, so what's F6? There we go. Actually, we should be a little bit smarter about. We'll keep that as F9. So we don't hit it on accident.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Pick your corners. It is juice save. Thought it was. Oh, is it lowercase? I think it is. There it is. It's lowercase, Jay.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Salvage some parts here. Whoa!
Sounds like 10 respects.
Strange. Security system over the table at the colonies.
System not designed for specialized ammunition. System failing. Critical system damage.
Make activity.
I got it. Attack exceeds unit defense systems.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Off. System not designed for specialized ammunition. Careful.
Get over here.
Careful. Rerouting power.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Your booty ain't alone here. Whoa! Got him! Got her. Yeah. Sounds like the AI is running Windows Vista. Alright, let's go. Alright. Swiggity swooty. After that spotted.
Subdue and suppress. Defeat overload attack detected. I am.
Boom, 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 boom.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle it. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Why is the camera zoomed in on Jacob? That's definitely not me.
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tali. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
You on the far side. There's Tali! Our girl! Love Tali. Tali, easily one of my favorite characters in this whole game.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Okay.
See you, Shepard.
Don't worry about me. What the shit? Where'd you come from? But that's so dumb. Let's do this autosave. This should be right after the conversation with Allie. So dumb. I didn't even feel like the bypass. Some robot shot at me. And that made me lose? Not fair. Not fair, man. Not fair. Come on, man. Here we go.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Alright, where is that robot just chilling at?
Enemies in front.
Oh yeah. Give me that money.
Use overload on it. Gun! Drop.
There we go.
Come on over.
I don't think it's coming out of there. You guys keep screwing with it.
Have a nice trip.
I won't be able to save until I kill that thing. The door is locked!
Have a nice trip. Come on over. Have a nice trip.
I can't. There is nothing to be done about that.
Get over here.
They're not shooting at anything.
Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
This is a pretty incredible glitch this early on. Let's try this. Try our quick save. Or our quick save point. Oh.
Use overload on him.
One less. There we go.
Unit member offline. Hostile forces have engaged. Unit member offline.
Try to overload their shield. One less. One less.
Shepard, Thraza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
So silly, the difference that made. It landed right on me.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks.
No, I had actually gotten that save. You guys just don't.
Thraza squad apart.
It's hard to
did wanna
just
get to
see
Vitor first.
successful
Get
quick
your squad
saves.
into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Okay. I'm gonna take put a point. You there.
Moving to cover.
You there.
Affirmative.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Ah!
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Oh well. Why? Because boys and girls, I came prepared.
Take out their shields.
Alright, now we switch over to incendiary ammo. Alright, now he's down to main health.
It's going up. Gotta hurt.
Heavy weapon ammo.
This might be useful.
You can afford the heavy weapon ammo research project. Nice. Nice.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
All right, buddy. Calm down.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms come. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Tali, you should totally join us.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
Come on. Come on, sweet baby. Allie, we talked about our engine on the Normandy so much. We had so many engine conversations. Remember all that Keth data I got you? That Vitor goes with Tali. End of discussion.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Ooh. Bump bump. Collectors are bad guys. Bump bump.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Garrus Vakarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Where's Kaidan Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Jesus, like, do you know anything about any of these people?
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka. and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Alright, never mind.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Illusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
We will name her Torpedo Dick. Oh, no, we'll call her Normandy. Normandy 2. Nice. Way to ruin the moment. Come on. I'm allowed to name my ship Torpedo Dick. I'm allowed to. My ship.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
Jacob, it's called the Torpedo Dick.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who the fuck?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map! Use a galaxy map to pick new destination for the Normandy! Okay. Private terminal. Use your private terminal to get status updates on your squad. Armory. Select weapons for your squad from the armory. Elevator. Use the elevator to access the Normandy's other decks. Captain's quarters. Go to your personal cabin and customize your appearance. Tech lab. Acquire the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. Fantastic. Alright, team status. Check the status of your team. Upgrades. One second, folks. Got a sneeze coming on for like 20 minutes. This is for Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot's changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about when we've been hearing. Right, deal struck with Zaid Masani. Shepard, we've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus system, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I fear you might need a man who with his skills on your mission, so I arranged you to join. You'll find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Local contact with survey ship. Project Firewalker commander. MSRV Rosali. So Jahid was one of the first DLCs. This one right here, I believe Firewalker is the there's a DLC that gives us like a different ship. I think it's called the Hammerhead, to like replace the Mako, but it's just kind of like, it's like a fun little like platforming thing. What that is. Normandy crash site located, and Shepard scans in the Amata system have turned up something that we thought you should see is the final location and wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of the lost crewmen, we ask that you report the Alliance. Those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you. Cerberus, Terminus, Lecter, Improviser, Recon Hood. Bunch of gear here. Overlord. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. ARC Project. We've recently had an incident involving the Geth and one of our outposts, the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against a Geth scouting party and credited their success to a newly advanced electrical attack device that will finally let them take it out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called the ARC Projector, rather. I sent it to you in the Normandy's Armory so you can examine it for yourself. Okay, so this was just a weapon. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief, Kasumi Goto, and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to Zakera Ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password Silence is Golden to begin the rendezvous. Heavy rifle, shotgun, helmet, heavy pistol, armor. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Commander. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Salarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Illusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Oh, we're already starting to flirt a little.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Yeah. Might do more than catch you. Yeah.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah, you bet we'll talk later. Fucking... Yeah. Yeah. Weapons loadout. Let's check it out. Yepard. So we have you have the assault rifle, shotgun, sniper, pistol, and grenade launcher, and then you have options within that of which one you take out. So you get to pick one of each. And it's not like all the weapon juggling and stuff like that from the previous games. And all of these guns basically have different trade-offs. There's no like, well, there are some like ultimate weapons that are just like really, 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 really good. But they all have different trade-offs. So like, This is versatile. This is your real balanced one. This one, like, hits real hard, but the ammunition goes quick, I think. This one has, like, closer range, semi-automatic, so it's burst. I always use this one. I like this one. Heavy rifle. So we're going to take the Matic heavy rifle for the shotgun. We can take the katana, Eviscerator, or the Geth plasma shotgun. We're going to take this. Look at the sniper rifles. Take this one. Predator, Phalanx, we'll take the Phalanx. For the heavy weapon, this, oh, I'll never forget this thing. This was called the Black Storm Singularity Projector. It just shoots black holes. That's all it does. It just shoots black holes. It eats everything up. It's just, it's beautiful. Beautiful, it's a beautiful weapon. Love it so much. This game has the Cane? I don't remember Cane. Oh, check out that. That's our drive core, I believe. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, that, like, I just loved this ship. This is when, like, because the Normandy from ME1 was a little bit, it was a little small, but this one's big enough that, like, you can kind of get lost in it. And really just...
I'd like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Really enjoy it, you know? Let's go up and take a look at our armor. Captain's cabin. Here's the mini nuke launcher. Yes. The Cane's in this one. So we can buy fish and fill up this. We can buy models. Ooh. Got the Normandy up there. Go ahead and take a look at our armor again. Inferno armor. So let's go ahead and actually go with the normal armor. The reason why is because all the other suits keep a helmet on at all times and we can't take it off, which is a real shame. So... I like this one. Is it an option, maybe? Gameplay? Graphics, maybe? When I get a level up, I'll be able to get cryo ammo. I never understood that whole thing. So black? What do you think? Is that super red, Chad? Help me with my colorblind. That's like kind of an orangey red though, ain't it? That one right there? So there was one. This is, okay, so this one's red. This one's kind of like an orangey red, right? And then... go with this one. I was surprised you couldn't get more outfits. Or casual outfits. Oh, yeah. Use the toilet. That's dope. Same as the terminal downstairs, no difference.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. This space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Neat. Alright, let's go, Joker's really wanting to have a conversation, so let's go talk to Joker real quick, see what's bugging him. There is controls that I'm missing. Alright, Joker. What's up?
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
I hope so. I died. I died, though.
Minor spike in the primary core, compensating.
You compensate, buddy. Alright, let's go pick a mission, guys. Now, we can't even start on our tech upgrades until we go and get the Salarian.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
No, I haven't. Lying. You're lying. If I was just drunk all the time, that's how Commander Shepard copes after missions. He's trying. There's no message. There's no new messages. Is that the new message? That there's no new messages? Shut up, Kelly. You're stupid. Okay, so I forgot. You actually like drive your little wee. You drive it now. Okay, so explore the Normandy crash site. We have to explore galaxies. If we go to Omega, we can recruit Archangel, the Professor, the Veteran. Go to a fuel depot. I forgot about fuel depots. Probes. Okay. Omega 4 relay. S relay. Recruit the convict. Recruit the Krogan. Recruit the master thief. Firewalker, MSVU, Rosali. Investigate Project Overlord. Omega Nebula has a ton in it. Okay. Well, it would appear that we need to take a look at our journal. Got Overlord. These are all assignments. These are little side missions for us. All DLC as of right now. Got the Collector's Dossier. Mark all as view. I think we should go talk. For the day, this is sounds good, Sparks. I wish you guys the best. Hope everything ends up being real simple and easy. Archangel, the Convict, the Warlord, Professor. Probably go swing by the Council. In agreement with Belly on this. Very cool. Alright, we don't have to recruit the Master Thief yet. But I would go check out the Citadel and talk to the Council. Alright, so we gotta take Miranda. Oh, we get to cycle appearances too. I forgot about this. Yeah. Alright. Not gonna see a lot of action, so she'll get a lot of auto level up treatment. Same thing with Jacob. These are probably they start you off with probably the two least interesting characters. I don't know. Lawson's pretty interesting, actually. Jacob isn't, though.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift.
Oh, that was Kasumi. Holy crap, look at this. Alright, so we're not going to do Kasumi's thing.
Got problems with collectors? Try Kasumi's credit services.
We're not going to deal with her yet. Not yet.
Commander Shepard, we have the finest companions waiting for you.
Okay, maybe we'll
something petite,
do it.
smart, and Japanese would be your style.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside, what is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot!
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space and hit somebody else in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait for the computer to give you a damn firing solution. That is why, Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip.
Sir, yes, sir.
Just enter your password.
That is why you do not eyeball it. That's good. Beautiful.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
Well,
I was listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
This guy seems like he's a good guy. Like, you know, if something's dirty's got to happen, I'll do it for. He'll do it for his people. That's I like that.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs, then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working C-Sec is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
How'd you end up working on the Citadel?
I started with the Alliance way back when, but the traveling was killing me. It's a shitty life if you're trying to raise a family, seeing your kids every 6 months. I joined C-Sec so I could stay in one place and put down roots.
You like life here on the Citadel?
Life here is good. Hell of a lot different than life back on Earth. I miss the food mostly. You just can't get sockeye salmon here on the station.
You ever get back there?
Earth, every couple of years, less and less all the time. But when I finish my stint with C-Sec, there's a nice little place in the foothills I'm gonna retire to. Not that I'm retiring anytime soon.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift.
Yeah. Get around to that.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Damn straight I did. Now listen, I'm gonna need all the money. I'm gonna need all the weapons, all the armor. I'm gonna need 3 or 4 battle fleets. two Quarian ladies. I have a war to wage.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Counselor.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Alenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
Staff Commander Alenko is still with the Alliance. But he's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Okay. Everything.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise.
Whatever.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oche. Damesh Bahati. Remember this guy? Distance to retrieve my wife's body. Well, there's nothing I can ever banish the pain of this. I hope the restaurant wife always wishes to respect her. Nice. Remember that guy who couldn't get his wife's body back? He just sent us an email thanking us for doing just that.
What's this area of the ship? That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Yeah. That was not intentional. I meant to go here. Can I hit on her more?
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that.
Yeah.
But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
Bring it on, you slut.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
What's going on with the crow?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now.
Good.
Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Nothing new.
I better go.
Okay.
I better go. Yeah. All right, let's go recruit Professor. Boing. Whip. Here we go, we're docking. Now this is an interesting location. Right? No, just go out.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Just relax, buddy.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving
quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Oh, shit.
Please, you have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please, I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Okay, what's next for him?
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
Okay.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
Alright, keep trying to read something.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Well, there we go. We got Zaid.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Go on in. Ari's expecting you.
If she were expecting you, you'd be in.
I'm in an important business meeting.
What you got, bartender? No, just order a drink. He's like, what the fuck, bruh?
Strong stuff.
He's up there. Alright, here we go.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Okay.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
Find Mordin
Looking
first.
for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Huh. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing with the giveaway.
I'm looking for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I
we
heard, he was
just
trying
asked
to help
that. I got
plague victims in the
completely
quarantine zone.
distracted.
I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
Alright. Hold. Alright.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Alright, so... Somebody's drunk.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Starting shit with people. Mm-hmm.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Oh.
Arya's expecting me. Alright, let's go find out who this Archangel guy is. Sounds
I'm on the
cool.
mission. I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
All right, let's take. What's the deal with Zahid? Zahid. Loyalty normal, concussive shot, disruptor ammo, inferno grenade, assault rifles, and sniper rifles. I like it. I like it. I like it. Roll out. Can't do anything with that. Okay. Okay. We're good.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Not really.
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground. But he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in?
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Katka. He'll tell you when to go in.
What do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other Merc bosses have been dealing with him for a while now. But don't be surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
I better go find Sergeant Katka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
Who the fuck is this Archangel?
It's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Alright. Alright. Whoever this Archangel guy is, man. Dropping bodies.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
As the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise. I don't expect much from the freelancers. When they fail, we are up next.
Assuming it's operational, we can count on morale and expensive buy-in from the men from the losses we've already taken possibly exist. Clear though that none of our organizations would be ready to move on Ario without the assistance of the other two. Have to deliver that data pad to Aria.
The light mechs go in first. If that's not enough, you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself? I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack?
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
So you're just gonna hide here while the freelancers get killed?
Precisely. You're paid to be a distraction, nothing more. Whether you survive or not is up to you.
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around, you'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
Alright. A mystery wrapped in an enigma. Wait, so, okay. Whew. Okay, bypass friend or foe ID. Prefer the hacking of ME1? No, I actually like this one a lot better. It's a lot more fun. Targeting parameters reconfigured.
That should slow him down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
Okay. Sabotaging things a little bit for these mercs. It'll make it harder for them to take out Archangel. Okay. Dr. Garm here.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at than you. And he's brave till he realizes you're more than he bargained for.
He's a Turian?
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once. Waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life. But I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him. But the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
I should get going.
What's Garm from? Garm is from Norse mythology. It's the name of a sword that, Sigmund, I believe. Sigurd's son, Sigurd, I believe, or Sigurd's son. Somebody wields the sword Garm to slay a dragon. Green, green, green. Ram and Garm, yeah, there is, those are two different things. And I'm trying to remember. Gram's the sword. Is Garm the wolf? Yes. Garm is a wolf from hell, and Ram is the sword. Do.
We can use this.
Watch out. That's him. That's Archangel up there. He's taking people out, though. Oh, I remember this is one of the first. It's one of the first options we get.
Kathka?
Sergeant Kathka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you were coming. You three kinda stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Are you gonna give us cover with the gunship?
Huh. Tarek is the only one who flies her. Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. A few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
So our plan is to jump the wall and head for Archangel's building?
And try not to get killed too fast. You're only a distraction, as long as you're alive. You don't have to make it all the way across. Just keep Archangel watching that bridge. The infiltration team will do the rest.
How will the infiltration team get to Archangel?
They've got two options. They trap him in close quarters and finish the bastard off face to face. If that doesn't work, they have explosives. They'll just need time to set up.
So the bridge is the only way in?
Until the gunship's working again or the blasters finish with the tunnels. Look, we got a plan. We don't need you trying to come up with any great ideas. Just do your damn job, collect your credits, and go home.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of... Check. Bravo team, go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
We're doing it. I think I know who Archangel is, and I ain't taking chances.
You're working too hard.
Archangel doesn't have much time left.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Eyes up front.
Let's do this!